I'm Hi-Fi Vega. I do all kinds of videos related to car audio. I do box builds, amp dynos, I do how-to videos, I do vehicle builds. So if any of this interests you, you should think about subscribing. What do we have here? We have something new school, the Xera, or Xera, however you want to say it. AXA 10D. Just picked this up from Crutchfield, very cheap. I think I paid about $65 shipped for this. So let's kind of go through the features here. Right at the back we got something that may not be quite true. 1750 watts. We also have Class D, MOSFET, high level inputs, compact, auto turn on. That's cool. It's a cool feature. I've never had an amp that has auto turn on, so we'll have to check that out. So let's unbox it and see what we got. Got the manual here, but who needs that? We certainly don't. We're old school. Well, maybe we're not done looking with the box here. I'm not gonna show you what's behind my thumb here. It's a little bit of a surprise. So let's see, we're CEA rated 2006 standard, 350 watts by 1 channel, 4 ohms, mono. Obviously it's just a mono amp. See if we could get a little clarification here on the back. So we get 650 watts by 1 at 2 ohms, and the dynamic power is 750 watts, 1750 watts, excuse me. Alright, so we're double boxed here. Let's get into this next layer. Now obviously I've already opened this up, so it'll be a little bit easier to get to on camera. Start right off the back. I have an amp here, and this is compact. Now I do have giant hands, but still, this is a small amp. So we got on this side here, it looks like we have 8 gauge power and ground and remote, and 8 gauge speaker out. So it might be hard to tell on camera, but they look exactly the same size. And it definitely don't look like 4 gauge, but we'll check it out. Maybe it is 4 gauge, maybe I'm just wrong. So as you can see here, we have a high level input. We have our regular low level input, the gain, subsonic filter, 10 hertz to 50 hertz adjustable, bass boost 0 to 12 dB, and then our low pass filter is 35 hertz to 250 hertz, and obviously the remote turn on. I didn't mention this in the front here, but it's got the little power and protect lights right on top. So I don't know how I feel about the design. This piece is just kind of on there. I mean, you can't take it apart, but yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Alright, let's get into the accessories here. So we have got our high level input cable, some mounting screws, that's good to have, our cord, and then the best thing here, bass knob. And this is plastic, definitely cheap plastic. The potentiometer doesn't feel too bad. We'll have to see about that. And let's look at the phone style jack. Okay, nothing left to do but to dyno test this and see what it gets. So upon further inspection, this is not actually 8 gauge, it's more like 6 gauge. It's definitely not 4 gauge. Let me grab the 4 gauge I had here. Well, it's here somewhere. Why are you hiding from me? Okay, so this is undersized 4 gauge. The Stinger has always been a little bit undersized, and as you can see here, we're not gonna fit 4. It's a little big for 8, so you know what that means. It means it's 6 gauge, and maybe a normal person will find that out by reading the manual, but not me. I like to do things the hard way. 4 to 8 gauge to the rescue. Let's start with the 4-ohm mono test where we're rated 350 watts by 1. Looks like we got 364 watts at 14.3 volts. Now we're on to the 2-ohm test. Looks like we got 632 watts, 14.2 volts. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to this little warranty sticker right here. You know, we gotta do it. Gotta do it for the YouTube fame. Well, I do know that this amp works, at least. So, let's get into the guts. See what this little dude looks like inside. My gosh, your boy can't even get a sticker off. You know what? That's good enough. Wow. This little guy is beefy. Alright, so the reason I was hiding this plate here, check it out. Xcerra by Dual Electronics Corporation. And you know, some of you eagle-eyed fellas might have seen it over there. But yes, this is a dual amp. And as you know, our good buddy Ron Blankenship has tested a couple of these, so we know that they're quality amps. I mean, they're decent amps. I don't know about the quality because I haven't really used it yet, but it pretty much does what it says it's going to do. So, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment below, and if you want to buy this, I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description below, and it really helps the channel out if you use it. Speaking of helping the channel out, I just launched my first Teespring campaign. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, so check it out, teespring.com/hi-fi-vega merch. You should also check out the podcast to do with Big D Wiz. It's called 12 Volt Talk. We're live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, also available as a audio-only podcast. And finally, I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters. Special shout out to Jason Rose. If you'd like to join them, go to patreon.com/hi-fi-vega.